dun, 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 dun. I want some Trews today. You'll get some Trews. Are you eating grapes now? Yes, I am eating grapes. Well, do him the theme tune for the Trews. Dun. How to chillax like Sam. How to chillax like Sam can. Try a life of extreme privilege. That'll help you unwind. 26 million people are looking for work in Europe, and whose jobs are they after? Ooh. That's me! That's me that lives in here! Take back control of our country. UKIP. Their colours look too much like a supermarket. They can never be in government. These are probably going to do quite well, these adverts, because they do provoke a strong reaction. This is better telly than like the more sanguine, serene, peaceful Let's Come Together, because this appeals to very primal, visceral aspects of our nature. It's a frequency, it's a very short wave frequency. It gets to your brain and your guts more quickly. What's worrying is that they're getting such traction. They're able to exploit this sense of unfairness and fear. And the only way we can address that unfairness and fear is with a fairer, less frightening society. Tiger escape alert on egg hunt. Families on an Easter egg hunt at a zoo. I was thinking, the last thing you want when you're on an egg hunt is to feel like you may yourself become preyed upon by a savage tiger. And if that is one of your concerns, don't do one at a badly run zoo. Where are we going for the egg hunt? To where there's these caged predatory beasts that, if given half a chance, even half, will kill us all. Around 500 parents and their children were ordered indoors as staff reacted to a code red at Shepworth Wildlife Park in Cambridge. And I bet that was an exciting moment though, because I was on an Easter egg hunt myself the other day, and I mean, it's alright, but I mean, it's just some eggs starting the ground, or buy a log or something, and you get it, and I mean, I'm 38 years old, maybe I'm not his target audience, but the fact is, if someone had gone, Russell, there's a tiger and it's gonna, if it gets you, it will kill you and eat you. That's a risk. I'll go, bloody hell, right, well, should we still get the eggs? An Easter egg hunt had just started, but it had to be abandoned. The staff rushed out to see if their most dangerous cats, 2 tigers and a puma, had escaped. However, it soon became clear the animals were safely locked up and it had been a mistake. Curator Rebecca Willer said they were either testing us to see how we would do, or did it as a practical joke. It was not done by accident. The button has a flap over it, so it was deliberate. What mischief that is. That's like the Joker from the new Batman. Okay, I'll lift up the flap and we'll fuck this Easter egg hunt up real bad. Why are you so serious? Well, because we thought it's a tiger coming to get our kids. People enjoy making the joke, don't they? Chocolate eggs, what's that got to do with Jesus? Chocolate eggs, what's that got to do with Jesus? Nothing. It's Easter, estrogen, egg, rebirth, symbol of new life. Us as human beings having a pagan relationship with our planet and the symbol of rebirth, and Christ even is a symbol of that rebirth. The man dies, the spiritual man is born. All these things are only metaphors. Stop worrying about it. Alright, let's try and inject some intelligence into our brains, because we've filled it out with stupid stuff. Now, what's going on here? According to Lacan, who I think is into semiotics, during the baby's first recognition of itself in a mirror, and because of its helplessness at this stage, we're talking about the mirror stage where a baby identifies itself for the first time, in his description of the mirror stage, Lacan says the infant, supported by an adult, usually the mother, who's probably introduced it to the mirror, there's a mirror, anticipates the importance for the baby of solving this puzzling situation, and is rarely silent. She talks to the child, often guiding it. Look, who's that in the mirror, she says. In this emotion-laden exchange, the child is overwhelmed with the excitement of suddenly realising who this image represents, and turns back to look at the mother. It's victory dedicated to her. It wants to share the triumph with her. Often the mother confirms the baby's discovery in a form that uses its name. That's John in the mirror. There you are, John. A formulation that suggests the image in the mirror is the double, another baby, and reinforces the baby's own perception of itself as an object. I suppose prior to that realisation, all of us, we didn't really think of ourselves as this entity. Have you ever taken LSD and then looked at yourself in the mirror? It's a weird moment where you start to recognise that you exist beyond this prescribed physical identity. You think, I'm not just that. It sort of seems sort of odd that you think it. Sort of prod your own face in sort of odd realisation of your own abstraction from that you have an essence that is different, other than your physical self. This constant augmentation of our identity, this constant augmentation of the belief of who we are. Oh, I'm Russell, I do the Trews, I'm sat here making clever comments. There, good boy, make your clever comments. But really, what is it? What is any of it? sort of arbitrary, sort of like we're the curators of our own lives. This bit of information is useful for me, this relationship is useful for me, and it doesn't always have to be positive, because you can sometimes reinforce very, very negative beliefs, but the function of this, the function of all this analysis is how can we together select an identity for ourselves and for our society that is beneficial to as many people as possible. That was some Trews, dun 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 dun. That was some Trews, dun 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 dun. Poisonous milk from a man's boobie. How does that make sense in this context? It don't.